What's up, fellas? Monster Chappie, finally making my return after a delay. Been busy with schoolwork and stuff, so haven't been able to get as many videos up. But we got part 4, the Sim series coming. Denver Broncos. I'm a Raider fan, so I don't particularly enjoy using them, and you'll see that they particularly dislike me using them in the first place. So you'll see a lot of bad passes, dropped interceptions, things like that. For depth chart, really move McGahee to the fullback and move Demarius Thomas up in the depth chart at wide receiver. And another thing I like to do is move Von Miller to the middle linebacker to try to get a little bit more speed and skill there. And against Vic, you got to worry about him running all the time. You have to worry about McCoy. You have to worry about the two guys on the outside going deep. So really, when I play the Eagles, I'm thinking about four guys: Jackson, Macklin, Vic, and McCoy, and probably in that order. Just because, Macklin and Jackson, they're essentially doing the same thing. They're not going to kill you on routes or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. But you do have to worry about them separating and getting you on the deep ball, so you want to leave a lot of over-the-top help. And once in a while, you are going to have to blitz, and you just have to be careful when selecting when to blitz because, you get hit over the top a few times. That's 21 points, and you've been playing solid defense, but the scoreboard will say otherwise. So be careful with that. This game, as you can see, it's a very defensive game so far. He runs the ball quite a bit more than I expected for an Eagles user. Was in the party chat with him and a few of his friends, and we're just chilling, getting it in. I ended up playing one of his friends. He uses the Ravens. I use the Browns. I didn't get to record it because my computer had powered down at that point, but it was a good game. Ended up being 24-17. Um, Patrick Peyton Hillis, I should say. Wow, Patrick Willis. That's what I was thinking about. Sorry, folks. But Peyton Hillis had a solid game, but he did have a huge fumble that costed us. But defense held up pretty solid and came out with the W. It's a good game, very good game though, must say. And here, Champ Bailey is a stud, easily a top 5 corner in the game. He's still got it. I don't know how he's still 95 speed, but Madden, you know how they are with the veteran players. Once you get a 99 or something, you're gonna have it for quite a while. So, he's a beast. Kyle Orton, he's a solid quarterback. This game was pretty laggy, so I'm not sure if that was the reason, but we just continued to throw bad pass after bad pass. So I just decided to put Tim Tebow in there. And as you can see, the Broncos, not happy I'm using them. I understand. I don't plan on using you guys again. Nothing personal. They have a pretty good team on here, actually. Just, I can't use them. Raider fan. Um, that was bad user. And then he comes out and goes for two. This presses my buttons when people go for two. Like, it's just frustrating. I don't just, there's times to go for it. There's times to play sim, and that's definitely a time to just take your extra point. And then he comes out and goes for the fake onside kick. So I'm highly frustrated at this point. And Tim Tebow with that pass doesn't make me any happier. So we end up going 3-and-out. And we got Prater, who's actually got a very strong foot. I believe there's like 4 or 5 kickers on the game with the 98 power. Janikowski, Prater, I think the Crosby from the Packers. I think there's one more guy, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's something like that. And basically, yeah, that was 60 yards, so we're real happy with him making that. Needed 100% strength, but we got it, made it work. And here we're about to go into half. We just want to prevent them from getting any points, and we'll see how we do there. We've had a very defensive game so far, so hopefully, you know, going into the second half, we can just get some of the passes to land where they're supposed to, hit the open receivers. We had like at least 2 opportunities to score on streak passes, but Just been bad overthrows. And here, he makes a nice play here, but fortunately doesn't get out of bounds. So we just go into half, 3-6. We get ball at half. We're happy. And now it's time to try to get this offense moving. So we're just, that play right there. The routes where these guys do double moves, those are typically man killers for the most part. Um, Guys just have a hard time covering them double outs. And then the deep outs, those can kill man sometimes as well. And curls. You just have to pay attention to who's guarding them. Like, you don't want to be running routes on 90 all day, but if you got a weaker, if you find a weaker spot in that defense, we can exploit that. And right there, we got a very nice catch from Demarius Thomas, and he just got his feet in, and we're back in business. We got the lead. Now it's up to our defense to just hold strong. LaShawn McCoy, again, getting loose. Vic causing havoc. So at this point, I'm just analyzing, reanalyzing, I should say. Um, the first couple drives, I'm really just learning my opponent. You'll hear pretty much every great player or any like really talented player in this game, guys that have been playing for a while, they'll tell you they really don't care if their opponent scores the first drive, maybe even the first two drives. They just want to get a feel for their opponent, pay attention to tendencies. You want to pick up on their traits, things they do, um, which plays they're running the most, which routes they like. Um, you know, and this guy seen he liked to run, and for the most part, he had a streak on every route, so on every play, we had to pay attention to that. And, he's got the Eagles, so you have to pay attention to Vic running, of course. And defensively, he plays a lot of zone, which is why we just try to, hit the open spots in the zones, hit the holes, and we're doing a pretty good job of that right now. He plays probably zone almost every play. I've seen this from a few guys. And that play, he brings a heavy blitz, and the tight end was just left open. So we got a touchdown. We got a two-possession lead. And our defense comes out and makes a big play here. And is it a fumble? It's upheld. So we're happy there. You be the judge if it's a fumble. On this play, you'll notice the corner was playing Demarius Thomas inside about 5 yards. And again, the guy subbed in, making plays. So I guess one guy's out there trying to play. He's made 2 touchdowns this game. He had a really nice performance. And here he tries to throw the streak on these guys. You're not going to catch it if you're behind them, so make sure you go for the swat. And actually, sometimes it's better to just, hit the strip button when a guy catches it, and they'll knock the ball loose. So that's always good on defense to get that ball out of there, especially on the weaker wide receivers. And that interception wrapped up part 4 of the series. Be sure to stay tuned. We got a few tournament games coming up, so peace.